How did Galerius die? Have you ever wondered how one of the Roman emperors met his end? The story of Galerius is both tragic and revealing about the times he lived in. Galerius, who ruled in the early 4th century, faced a gruesome fate. He died in late April or early May of the year 311 of a severe disease. This illness was likely a form of fournier gangrene, a serious bacterial infection that affects soft tissues in the genital and pelvic areas. The symptoms were horrific. Galerius suffered from intense inflammation, deep ulcers, and swelling. His body began to decay, and he experienced excruciating pain. The condition was so severe that many of his doctors could not tolerate the stench and were executed for failing to cure him. Imagine the desperation of those around him as they witnessed his suffering. As his health deteriorated, Galerius issued an edict that ended the persecution of Christians. This decision might have been influenced by his own suffering and a change in his views. It marked a significant shift in Roman policy towards Christians, moving from harsh treatment to a more tolerant approach. His health problems began with inflammation in his genitals, progressing to ulceration and gangrene. Contemporary sources describe his condition as unbearable, leading to a lingering and debilitating state. Some believed that his illness was divine punishment for his brutal treatment of Christians during his reign. After his death, Galerius was buried in his mausoleum at Gamzigradrum Juliana, part of the palace he built in his birthplace. His passing was not just a personal loss, it symbolized the decline of his harsh policies. The political instability and corruption of the time were reflected in his rule and the circumstances surrounding his death. Galerius' legacy is a mix of his fierce leadership and the eventual edict that began the end of Christian persecution in the Roman Empire. His life and death illustrate the complex relationship between power, faith, and the shifting tides of history in ancient Rome.